taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
No, but of course the influencer card though probably has gotten more attention than the actual boxing that's actually on, with KSI and Tommy Fury. Now
they've been promoting the hell out of that though. Yeah, they be selling That's the thing I be saying, that the influencer niggas be legit selling their fights. Like that's what people want to see. People want to see niggas mad at each other, want to throw fades. All this. Well, you don't have to talk shit and you don't have to be an asshole to sell a fight, yada yada. And then you fight like the nicest guy in the neighborhood, like the fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like boxing ain't really going nowhere. Like if the hardcore boxing gets stale, the influencer niggas will pick it up. That's really what is happening.
Right.
Despite both doing great this year.
And this is the reason why the Zone picked this shit up and started putting it in their rotation for shit, because it actually does turn a profit. that's the problem.
It's just the Zone fucking up because they're literally treating one like a step kid and the other one like a jit. Like they could literally do a little more for boxing, the hardcore boxing, than what they already do, but they just feel like it's like they had the old way of thinking for how they promote the hardcore boxing.
Right.
But then with the influencer, that's when they're like, okay, hey, we got this hip guy in here. Like now they're cool and flashy. They want to hear suggestions and young niggas talk. Like, but when it comes to the regular boxing, it's like, okay, yeah, bring them in, yeah, presentation, yeah. All right, yeah, we'll do the pay-per-view at 9:00.
Yeah,
do it, Road to Access, Canelo, yeah.
Yeah, no, but they absolutely marketing the fuck out of this shit because all the boxing shit that obviously I'm subscribed to. Like, I see a whole lot of KSI, Tommy Fury shit, like especially KSI and Tommy Fury, like because KSI is. I mean, Tommy Fury's coming off beating Jake Paul, if you want to call it that. So it's like,
I mean, he did legit beat him, man.
Right. And then KSI is like, his boxing leaves much to be desired, but he's very popular to watch or whatever. So it's like Tommy Fury is like, yeah, like I'm going, Tommy Fury is like, he has this thing about he's trying to be an actual boxer without actually being an actual boxer. So it's like, you got.
Wait, that's not too far off from Jared Anderson.
Facts.
You see how they start blending?
Yeah, and Jared Anderson did mention that shit. Like, he mentioned that as like one of those examples. That's like, okay, they're doing this shit. Like, why do I need to fight hard fights? Let me just find an angle and work with that shit and get this money, and then bow out.
Not understanding is like, dude, you came in here as a serious, legit boxer. No one's gonna take you. Like, no one's gonna want to fuck with you like that if you want to switch it up now and be on some like, yay, influencer shit.
Did you see Frank Sanchez said that he ducked, or that Big Baby ducked him? He turned down.
I seen that. It sounds like a duck to me.
Yeah.
And we talked about that. Remember, we mentioned that fight, and then we was all like, you know what? Like, he can't. Like, Frank Sanchez has to be on the radar for him now. And look at that. Like, guess he's not.
Right. And now, obviously Tommy has a pedigree of some sort. Not like his brother Tyson Fury or his cousin Huey Fury or anything like that. So but the level that he has, like, we saw him fucking struggle to beat Jake Paul, and he gets knocked down by Jake Paul on top of that. Which is the wild shit. Like, it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, Jake Paul ain't that horrible. Like,
I'm sorry though, but
I know, dog, Pat, you gotta stop looking at these niggas like you've been watching boxing for 50 years, nigga. Like,
I'm sorry though, but it's just wild to me that Tommy Fury is supposed and he's getting knocked down by Jake Paul. I was just like,
Jake Paul could crack.
Yeah, it was just like, ugh. It just didn't look like. And Tommy Fury is like, Tommy Fury is struggle. He is absolute struggle. Like, he's like the Fury that he's a reality show boxer. He's shit like that. Like, honestly, I don't know what Tommy Fury has for his future, but I don't think he wants to be champion or anything like that. Or if he does, he has a long fucking way to go.
That's why niggas like listening to this shit, because you be just going off. I be trying to reel you in, like, yo, chill. Like, no, like he's kind of decent. Like, no, motherfucker, he's trash.
I get the audience, but just some of the, like, when you see someone that who probably shouldn't be really doing that, but he's doing it and he's struggling while he's doing that, like it's just like you gotta call that shit out. Like,
I mean, yeah, because Tommy Fury do be struggling. Like niggas didn't forget that he struggled so much that he couldn't, like, his pops and his brother literally, like, beat his ass in training, and he had to postpone the fight the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Just,
like, he had some stomach injury. I'm like, damn, I could always just imagine, like, yeah, these niggas had ab day and they just beat the shit out of him, and next thing you know, next morning he's at the kitchen table talking to mom, and they're like, I think you did him wrong this time. I think you went too far. Like, like, nah, man.
But in terms of
he only got dropped because he misplaced his foot. Like, yeah, I know, man, but tell that to Pat, you know, he still got legit dropped though. Like, yeah, it was one. But he still beat Paul clean and clear. Like,
yeah, it's just like, now. I mean, like, so Tommy Fury found his angle. It's like, you know what? I have a Fury name. You know, I'm gonna expose all these influencer boxers and shit like that. And KSI is like the other big name in influencer boxing. And KSI is not. And KSI has a little power, but dude has no stamina or anything like that.
His last knockout was clearly a shoulder elbow knockout, and he got away with it.
And honestly, like, he's just more aggressive in spurts. Like, I thought, like, the second Logan Paul fight, like, he should have lost that, actually. Like, he was getting jabbed, his head was getting jabbed off. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I never really been impressed by KSI like that, though.
No,
like,
KSI, you know, he struggles way too much, though. But
it don't even look like he learns anything in the boxing ring. Like you could look at Jake Paul and be like, okay, like, he's in a boxing gym.
Yeah,
you might not see no crazy shit, but you could tell. Nigga, even Logan Paul, you could tell.
Nigga, I saw there was a recent video of him boxing because he had been mouthing off saying that he could beat Canelo, better beat all them shit. And this motherfucker could barely hit the mitts. He was like, you know, and he was missing the mark, nigga. I'm like, the fuck? It's like, I mean, it wasn't even like it was like 1-2, 1-2. Like, it was like you know, like this motherfucker, like that type of shit.
Yeah, like, oh, fucking Mr. Magoo mitts. Like,
yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, like, bro, like, you're training for a pro fight, though. You shouldn't, like, this should be a level that you should be at in order to, like, if you can't even hit the mitts properly, how you the fuck are gonna hit, you know, someone properly? You know what I'm saying? Without doing all that wild shit.
I think he'd be like bullshit. Like, he goes to the gym and he trains, like, he does, like, maybe CrossFit or something, but I don't know if this nigga really, like, learning boxing or something. Feel me? Like, I don't see it. Like, I see it with the Paul brothers at least a little bit. Like, you could tell somebody had them jabbing or something.
Well, yeah, because at least I know that the athletes, and we'll get into Logan Paul in a little bit too. Like, he's an actual athlete, but it's just like, yeah, KSI. Like, I mean, he does it for. I mean, he looks the part. I mean, he does work out, and you can tell that he does. But he's not in boxing. He's never in boxing.
Like Blueface, honestly, looks better than all of them. Really, the same athlete.
Yeah. So it's just like, but then it's just pretty much. I mean, KSI can't, like, if he lands, like, he can crack a little bit. And Tommy Fury is, like I said, you know, for a guy that it looks like, I mean, he's plenty boring to watch. His boxing skill is not. It's just a little bit step above rudimentary. Like, it's, you know, that's only because his brother probably beats the shit out of him to get to that point.
Yeah.
So what do we see? Do we see KSI actually knocking him out, or Fury actually boxing his head off?
Man, Fury might damn knock him out, yo. How many? There's 8 rounds?
Yeah, it's 8 rounds.
Yo, give me Fury by 6 rounds, yo.
Actually, no, it's not. It's 6 rounds. Excuse me. It's not 8. It's 6.
Oh yeah. They probably because KSI so fucking, like, novice. That's the case. Then I still think Fury might could damn KO this dude, yo. Fury by 6 round KO.
Yeah. And I KSI, like, I mean, honestly, Fury should not struggle with him, or if he does, it's gonna be like, you know. But I mean, I'm just gonna go just like, okay, he can actually has enough boxing to actually KO KSI's wild swinging ass and actually get him up out of there. You know.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, KSI doesn't have. I mean, his chin is not really up there too. I'm guessing. I'll say maybe 2. I'll say maybe Fury can get him out of there in 2.
It's possible, but I feel like he'd have to get lucky. Like he'd have to strike lightning, because I'm looking at how rough Fury could be, and how rudimentary sometimes he could be. Like he has like some Marco Huck in him.
Yo, nigga, you don't like Marco Huck at all, my nigga. Yo, every fighter that struggles, like you keep mentioning that nigga.
Nah, Marco Huck is what he is, but like he became a champ. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like,
no, I feel you. I just like
we either hear Marco Huck or Chris Bird. We haven't had the Chris Bird comment yet, but
well,
Chris Bird would box the shit out of dude. The fuck.
Well, no, LB will never slander Chris Bird.
No, I'm just saying. Usually, we either get the.
I mean, I'll tell the truth. Like Chris Bird's had boring fights. That he's had close fights, close performances.
That was your boy. Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll not. But Fury 6-round KO. Like it's like he has to give himself a little time to really get going. But it's just his punch accuracy isn't the best, so that's why I don't think he could probably get him out there early like that. But he'll land, but it might be clubbing or side shots, and then KSI gonna be blocking it.
Yeah, or stuff.
Yeah, but I can see it though.
I can see KSI getting cracked with some shot, and then he's gonna start fouling and shit. Cause I know I'm just seeing what Misfits is talking about DQ and shit like that. And honestly, I could even see that fucking shit too. Yeah, someone trying to throw out fucking DC. I mean DQ. When I say DQ, DC. You know, I'm so curious. Let me see what the odds are for this fight. I'm absolutely positively curious of what FanDuel has. Probably, what do you think?
How many rounds is this? 8 or 6?
6, nigga. 6.
Damn, scroll up.
I don't care about this fucking fight, man.
No, we just like literally had that conversation.
I'm gonna say, I think there's gonna be some fuckery in this fight. It's gonna be some stupid fuckery that we're gonna all just laugh at or some shit. But I guess I would say, when I'm saying I don't like these fights, but I watch them. You know, I've been watching these fucking influencer shit. But I'll say Fury's gonna win probably by decision. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. I think Fury will win by decision. I just think, you know what? Fuck it. First round knockout. No, fuck it. First round knockout for Fury.
Yeah.
Damn.
It might, like, you never know. KSI might come out guns blazing. You know, oh shit, he got
get caught.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So you picking Fury or KSI?
Sorry, Fury will KO KSI in the first round.
Oh damn! First round. All right.
So first round, second round, and decision. And I know P doesn't give 2 shits about this.
I said 6 round, bro. I said 6.
Oh, you said 6 round. Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, either way, I mean, just the way, because I know KSI and Fury don't like each other, so it's gonna be either way. I'm pretty sure ESPN will probably show the highlights of this more than any other, especially the one fight that's actually going to be on their network. We won't preview, but we'll just mention a little later. Yeah, but I can be rest assured that on IG or Twitter they're gonna have highlights of whatever the fuck happens in that damn fight. And then in the co-main you have Logan Paul, you know, back in the boxing ring. I swear Logan Paul's putting so many mileage on his fucking body. I mean, between that and the wrestling, I know PB watching him wrestle shit in WWE. It's just like, god damn, like, how does this motherfucker get off, do that, and then he's gonna go back in the ring and box? And he's gonna be facing Dillon Danis, MMA fighter and shit like that.
No, MMA. Come on, real quick. MMA. He never really fought MMA before, so MMA. He's kind of like he's a fake MMA fighter. To be honest.
I mean, he's still an MMA fighter. I mean, he fought in Bellator. Like, he's still.
I mean, I pilot explain to the viewers what makes him
really,
fake.
he's really more so known for being Conor McGregor's weed carrier. You know what I'm saying? Coke bag carrier. That's all he is. You know, it's really known for being Conor McGregor's, Ace Moon Kung.
Yeah, that's and true. And you're
also going crazy on Twitter because he has been kind of going crazy as fuck on Twitter on Logan Paul's chick. So
yeah.
Wasn't it the one that Khabib attacked when he got off the? Yeah, because he's the one.
Yeah, he's also. I think he's the one that Khabib attacked way back when that happened. With
that's the one where after Khabib won, motherfucker. He went. We had a classic podcast
episode. Yeah, we did.
That motherfucker went ape shit and he went over the cage. And threw his mouthpiece and then decided. It cost. Brought the motherfucking ruckus to that motherfucker, man. So. And that's probably Danis's biggest highlight in MMA. So,
oh shit, that's crazy.
But now he finds himself in a situation where now he's talking shit about Logan Paul. Now Logan Paul again is one of those natural athletes. You can tell that if Logan Paul actually had some decent training and shit like that, because Logan Paul could actually be something, but. Because Logan Paul is a wrestler by his so you can't bully a fucking wrestler. You can't, and obviously we saw Logan Paul in the ring with fucking Floyd Mayweather. You saw that shit too. Floyd was trying to work with him and then shit like that though. But when he tried to put him away, he couldn't because A, he was too fucking big, and 2, Floyd couldn't muscle him around. So you got the struggle shit. Where Floyd was getting to the point where this nigga was just like, he was trying to drop him, but he couldn't. And this is a Logan Paul that was gassed, and he didn't look good. And it made it to the point where the Paul brothers were all shitting on him. We're shitting on Floyd, saying that he went the distance, he won, and all that shit like that. That's the reason why Floyd hasn't done any more American exhibitions since. And he doesn't have any of that bullshit anymore. Like he doesn't have any of the fighting bigger fighters.
He did that one down here. I think was the first one since that one actually.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
And he took like a whole break, went around the whole world.
Yeah, he fought the Gotti kid. Yeah. And that turned into whole fucking bullshit.
Chaos because with the Oxygen Network and Jocelyn and
yeah. Whereas, like the Logan Paul and Floyd shit was it was a pay-per-view and it was a struggle pay-per-view with the exception of her getting his ass kicked by Luis Arias and shit like that. Yeah. And it just didn't look good because Floyd looked old trying to put away Logan Paul, and that's not that made for
and some football nigga got dropped too, which was
hilarious. Yeah.
Put him in his place.
Yeah. it was funny seeing some amateur boxers in the rain, because remember it was raining that night, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it was raining like cats and dogs. But then Logan Paul's only other pro fight was against KSI too, which again, you get a bunch of non-boxers in there, and I think both of them got knocked down like once in that fight, if I'm not mistaken. I think both of them. It was
because the first fight was the amateur fight, then the second fight was the pro fight,
the actual pro fight, and then KSI won that shit, on the cards or whatever. But I remember because KSI they both gassed. KSI gassed early, and Logan Paul gassed late. So it's basically because it's like more of a nose. Like, did Logan Paul develop some hands in his spare time when he's not wrestling and flying off turnbuckles and going into tables and shit, which is what he does because he's a spot monkey. He does all that shit in wrestling now. So it's like, is he gonna be doing that? Has he actually learned how to throw some hands, or is Dillon Danis gonna be like, he's gonna try to throw some shit at him and then try to get himself disqualified? Because that's another fight that might end in a fucking disqualification if we're be honest.
Yeah, these niggas gonna be so heated.
Yeah, because Danis has threatened to pull out of the fight too. Like, and they've been dirty. I think Danis has been posting some shit about Logan Paul's like woman. Again, this is beef. Like they've been going like I'm actually mad. I actually know this shit, but I see it.
I don't follow this shit, but I literally seen Logan's wife with like 500 cards.
Yeah, and he posted shit. It's like Logan's wife has been with this celebrity, that celebrity, and Danis keeps posting that shit. And we don't follow him, but it's always retweeted.
But that's how good the promo is.
Yeah,
that's what boxing is missing. Like, Like that's what I'm talking about. It's so big, like you don't follow these niggas, but it still just spills over, and you're like, damn, like
it just kept popping up, and then there was some fake lawsuits or some shit. Oh, you know, type of lawsuit bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just like, god damn, like the shit was like crazy. I was like, yo,
it's literally WWE. It's literally Logan Paul's like, okay, hold on, I'll work with Vince McMahon, Triple H. Let's put some elements of that in here, and let's get the people going.
Right. Yeah, so it's like I said, you know, they know, like, you know, it's Cardi shit, but they're selling the fucking fight. You know, they're selling hatred, they're selling whatever. You know, skills be fucking damned. They're selling the fight. Because, like I said, you know that more people are gonna watch this shit than the actual boxing, the other actual boxing this weekend. So, because you know, pretty much it's gonna be the fuckery from those two fights are probably gonna be permeating all the highlights and shit like that. I mean, personally, I think Logan Paul's gonna win this fight. I just don't. I mean, it might, but Logan Paul's hands aren't really that crazy either. So it's gonna be. It might be a struggle, but I think he'll probably actually get his first pro boxing victory. Because I just see because Danis, you know, as Pilot said, you know, dude is more known as a fucking back carrier for Conor McGregor and shit like that. You know? But you know, he is a mixed martial artist. You know, so he actually has like the real fighting experience. How much you want to put into stock into that? It is what it is. But the point of this card is basically all four people managed to get the attention because, like I said, they're actually selling actual hatred. So, like as before, boxing can actual boxing can actually take a lesson from that and figure out, well, why are they getting all the highlights? Because they're the ones selling the motherfucking fight. They're not looking at it as a business. You know, I mean, they might be, but it's not at the forefront of what they're fucking doing.
Yeah, boxing, y'all niggas even let the beef become a business. Like, bro, like, y'all niggas can be wanting to fight for 5 years and y'all finally get the fight. Y'all treat it like a super business. Like, let's have a picnic press conference here and I'll insult your brand of tea that you drink. And no, motherfucker, say that nigga girl suck dick and you gonna punch him in his shit. Like, let's go. Like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, exactly.
The YouTubers get it.
Yeah, because the YouTubers eat that shit up because the YouTubers are going to all the sound bites. They're gonna retweet that shit. No, and that's the reason why, even on the Ring Gang timeline and even on our own personal, you see this shit because they're retweeting all shit. That's how you get that's how you get all the impressions. That's how you get this attention, and that's how this fight has the type of attention it's getting. Because, like I said, more after that, if the fuckery delivers, it's going to be talked about for fucking weeks. So, yeah,
exactly. Hey, what it do, Blazing Killer? Salute,
Blazing Guy. I just say, Blazing Guy, you couldn't say what up to Pilot. You know, just
yeah, he left his name out like.
Yeah, like Pilot is there, man. You know, he's there. Like,
it's all good. He's beefing. It's all good. It's all good.
Damn. Come on, let's stop all the beefing. Let's start love over. Come on, you know the Lock song, nigga. First album.
But other than that, that's all. Like I said, that's all you can really say about that card. And then,
so who y'all picking for Logan Paul, Danis?
They both suck, but I think Logan Paul's gonna get it. That bullet's roaring out of his mind. He's gonna get a knockout for sure. He's gonna knock this fucker out somehow. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be just. He's gonna get this guy out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Logan Paul gets him out of there. I think it's. Let me just see what it is. It is
6 rounds.
Like 4 rounds, probably. Or some shit.
Let's see. It is 6.
6. Okay.
Logan in 3.
And I was thinking the same thing.
Logan in 4.
And then Blazing Killer seems to have stronger feelings for Logan Paul in all caps. I hate Dillon with such a passion. Never met a prick like him. Like I said, Dillon rubs people the wrong fucking way. So and surprisingly, if you hang with Conor McGregor, that shouldn't come as a shock to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's a whole all-star league of scumbags.
Yeah, punks jump up to get beat down. That's how I say this is probably gonna happen to Danis. I think Logan Paul will get him out there in 3.
Damn. And then he gonna call out KS, but yeah, KSI gonna lose, so it ain't gonna.
Yeah. But like I said, it's gonna get all the attention. And then, like I said, just one other card we just mentioned. I know Kazakh style Janibek, will be will be fighting on a top ranked card too. And like I said, we're not gonna preview it because really, like honestly, I'm a big fan of unifications, and even I think this unification needs to happen. But it's like one of those unifications. Did they even build it up? Like, because basically they're like, okay, let's go find the Italian guy that upset our top ranked prospect, and so we had to release him, and now he has this belt, and we're like, we need to get this belt off.
So they cut Falco?
Yeah, no, they cut Falco, yeah. Because you remember, Top Rank didn't even want to pay for that fight. Like they let
that shit was like broadcasted like Germany on the Russian links. You couldn't even you had to really look for the link to find that fight.
Yeah, exactly. And then Falco lost that shit, and he had enough to get knocked down twice. So Top Rank was like, "Listen, bro, like we didn't send you to Germany for all this bullshit. Like you're out of here. Like we're cutting you from this contract. Like you done."
It's like
so they decided to bring Gualtieri to America to defend his belt against Janibek. And I'm just like, and no build-up or nothing like that. I don't think there's even been a build-up. I haven't seen nothing about this shit except Janibek's account. Where basically the person who runs his account is on his "I will crush him" type of shit.
It's the most meaningless. It's like a microcosm of middleweight division. It's like the most meaningless unification in some time. I feel like
probably the most meaningless unification I've seen since fucking Michael Casitas and I think Robert Guerrero were trying to unify their interim belts. That was it's that type of shit. But I think this is like Top Rank's thing. Like, okay, Janibek, for Janibek to say, I have 2 of the middleweight belts, I am champion, and then he'll call out Canelo or whoever the fuck, but he won't call out Denzel Bentley though. He won't call that motherfucker out like for nothing. He'll remain silent on it. It was like who's Denzel Bentley, that type of shit. But he's fighting.
He ain't gonna call out Bentley, call out Eubank or something.
But I think I'm gonna pick Janibek probably for this fighter.
But then if you want to see Janibek and you want to see Keyshawn Davis in the co-main and shit like
that's a good fight for Keyshawn. That's a good fight. Albright's pretty good. I mean, I've been following.
Honestly, the only appealing fight for me on this card is the cat that Johnny Rice beat earlier this year, Guido Vianello. He's fighting journeyman Curtis Harper, who's known for walking out of a PBC card against F.A. Ajaba. That's probably the only fight on that card that actually interests me.
I think Keyshawn versus Albright, if y'all like watching 135, just get at it. And 2 niggas, you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn is fighting some dude that's not an easy guy. So I think that'll be good.
Yeah, but Keyshawn should be fighting because Keyshawn's already beaten better fighters than Albright. So that's why I'm just like, Top Rank needs to kind of step him up because Keyshawn's talking a lot of shit lately. Keyshawn's talking cash.
After this, if he gets past this, after this, you need to fight. Get the Murtala fight going or something, get something.
Yeah, they need to get something for him. So it's like one of those things. Like the Top Rank is, like I said, I mean, it's there if you were waiting for the Showtime card or that will be it's going to be on ESPN. But then, like I said before, watch ESPN put highlights of the KSI shit or whatever over this card, and that's what's going to happen because ESPN is not.
Because let's be honest, it's the more significant card.
Yeah, and that's sad to say too. And I'm a purist, and I'm a very much a purist.
And like, folks, if we're getting Pat to admit that, like y'all niggas need to screenshot this, healing toe dance, celebrate, put balloons, because he ain't gonna be saying shit like this that much. So
it just happens to fall on the week where you have these it's just next week. I mean, there's boxing. It's just a weird mix of boxing, pretty much.
First time, I'm really more interested in the influencer card than the real boxing.
With the exception, of course, of Zul Mendoza. Zul Mendoza's
When it's compared to the Top Rank cards, Zul Mendoza, that's still the number 1 fight of the Saturday.
Yeah, so and that's the one that we recommend. Like you watch that shit. And then Blazer, have you seen Logan box? Yeah, we've seen him box before. He
has a better jab and movement than Jake Paul. Yeah. Like I almost seem like he's a better boxer, but Jake takes it more serious, and then Jake throws better power shots.
Yeah, like Logan is by far the better athlete, And that's why I always say, like, if Logan dedicated himself to more boxing, he could probably develop into something more. I'm not saying he's gonna be Olympic level and shit like that, but you can tell, like, dude is super. Dude has super athleticism. Like, dude is out there doing this shit. Like, to go from that to wrestling and shit like that, dude has the athleticism to actually do that shit. But yeah, but I just think he just, like I said, he probably just does this shit like in the middle of doing like the matches and shit he does for wrestling. So it's just like, it's just something for him to do and to get a bag from. I think that's
big bag.
But like I said, though, that's the shit that's gonna get all the highlights and everything like this. But yeah, it's a weird mix of boxing for next weekend. But I bet you anything, some fucker is gonna come out of it.
Some fight of the year contender. Obviously not with this card, but something's gonna happen.
Something is definitely gonna happen. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much about it.
Oh wait.